So guys, today I'm gonna be trying my SiliSponge. I have already done that. This is my end result with the SiliSponge and my most used foundation. So if you want to know my reviews on this thing right here, then keep on watching. It's just like that. Oops. It is just like this, a silicone jelly belly thing, and it is meant to apply your foundation and your base on your skin. It has got many uses, like it is a product which doesn't soak up your foundation, especially when you're using a very high-end foundation. You feel sad when you apply with your SiliSponge or any sponge that soaks up a lot of foundation. I think at least 30-40% of the foundation is getting soaked up. Depending on the kind of blender you use, the affordable ones even do soak up many more times of the product, so it's really bad and you are losing a lot of product. So this doesn't soak up that. This is 100% resistant to any kind of soaking, and also it's very hygienic. You can wash it right away. You don't need anything to wash it. I mean, you don't need to foam it up with a soap or anything like that, anything to cleanse like the beauty blender needs that, but this isn't. So it's a really cool thing. I think this is flooding all over the YouTube and internet, and I thought of giving it a try and giving my views on this. So what I'm gonna do is apply my most used foundation with this. It is Matte Plus Poreless by Maybelline Fit Me, and this is the foundation. I know how it looks on my skin, so I can compare it very well, and it's a kind of medium to high coverage depending on how you apply it. So depending on how you apply it, it has medium to high coverage. If I apply it with the blender, it gives a medium finish. Then if I use it with the brush, it gives more than that. So I'm gonna apply it with this, and let's see how it is applied. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. I'm gonna put a little less amount because I know it soaks up a very less amount of product and I don't want to use extra layers. First, apply small layers all over my face, starting with my top cheeks and blending it out. Oh wow, it does apply very smoothly. It's giving more coverage than a brush, and it's applying really well. But I have some issues with the twists and turns on my face, like the bends on my nose, because I have to apply it several times to get in that, because it's not soft, it's a bit harder. And also where I have the piercing, I have to do multiple pushes on that area. It is applying flawless. I'm doing the second coat. You can see that I'm doing the second layer on some areas. My central part of the face, I have a lot left, so I'm just gonna apply it on my neck. Oh wow, kind of good coverage. I couldn't imagine it with this foundation though. I didn't even change the direction because I'm using this part from the beginning. So I think it gives a really good coverage. I did expect this, and I probably also like the finish it's giving me. I didn't apply primer, so I would like it more with the primer. I think when I applied with blender without a primer, it does look less, I have applied like nothing on my skin. It looks like that, but now it seems I can see, if I do really close up, I just see that I have a layer of foundation. But if I look from that side, it looks really flawless, and still I don't feel, I think it looks very natural. The best way I would like to suggest to you guys is to just blend with a damp beauty blender and just press after you have done it with the SiliSponge. It will save your product. It will also save your layers. If you do layers with the thin foundation, it will also make it more hygienic, because if you're just dabbing on this beauty blender on the top of your foundation, that will not soak up the product, but that will only press it into the skin. But if you are applying like forcefully with this product, then it will not soak up product. So you know what I mean. It's hygienic, it's really good for traveling, it doesn't get germs and bacteria on it. I think you will definitely need to set it, because since the product has a thick layer, whenever you are using it you need a good translucent powder or a setting powder, whether it is loose or pressed. You will need to set it, so do not skip that step. Okay, I mean that, you know, most of the girls use a liquid foundation and they have trouble using a liquid foundations only. So I think you have met your next best friend. You need this tool in your life. And I'm also doing a giveaway where I'm giving away a Sili-sponge in my week 1, and I'm also probably adding a Sili-sponge in my second week's giveaway. Like, I'm giving away 4 or 5 products in each week. So if you haven't yet joined, then please join. The Instagram ID is Ocean Thakur Vlogs. I'll add it like next to me, so you can just search it on Instagram. If you haven't yet followed me, then you can subscribe. You can follow me and join that giveaway. The ending date is 9th of March, and I'm gonna bring the results out on 11th. I mean in 2 days I will declare the results. And also I'm gonna be doing a week 2, which will be around before 9th. So the result of 9th, the result of second week's giveaway will also be out in like next 10 days. So one thing, if you want to spend money, you can spend money on the Molly Cosmetics or the Wallet Wash one. That's just the same thing, and this is just the same thing. It's not like a beauty blender. Like different sponges have different softness, they soak up water differently, they apply foundations differently, so that's a different in the beauty blender or the sponges. But in this product, it's just a silicone sponge. Like, silicone is just one material, so you understand that it's not gonna be having different formulas as just the foaming products do. So I think you can just use that in any non-branded brand also. So non-branded brand, what is that? In non-brand also, so that will really save your money, and also you can get more from them at the same price. So if you don't know where to get them in India, then I'll add the in the description box below where you can get them. So guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, do that below by clicking the red button, and also click the bell button. You will get notified whenever I upload a video. That's really cool. So do that, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.